So I'm in this weird space with creating content right now where I just kind of don't feel like it. That is normal. I don't want to make it sound like it's always like, oh man, I can't wait to make a video. I can't wait to make a video, because sometimes you just want a break. And for as long as I've been doing this, and as consistently as I've been doing this for years, literally years, it's good to have days off, but that's not the focus for me right now. My focus right now is writing my book and learning about the audio publishing community, learning about the self-publishing community, and all the things. So I'm very excited to dive into that. So that's where my mind is right now, and I know I'm not going to stop thinking about it until I do it. So I'm just going to not record, obviously I'm not at that point yet, but I'm going to go ahead and write my book. I just want to see if I want to use this program or not, or just keep using Google Docs. Finally got that Ecamm Simplified course that we were working on. It dropped today, and the thumbnails for what they put together for this looks really, really good for this whole course. And so they got it at ecamm.tv/simple for the Ecamm Simplified, and that's just part of the branding. Everything is YouTube simplified, something simplified, whatever, but 20 videos, it's insane. So these course videos are not on YouTube. I don't have the rights to these because this was a paid for course that I did with Ecamm. One of the things that we do in the company is if we're making content or whatever, like this is probably one of the more detailed ones that we've done, where we're working with a brand specifically to make sure it is to their taste, their liking, when it comes to something outside of just a YouTube channel. So this is dedicated for their brand and company, and it came out really well. We're very, very proud of it. One of the things that we will do after we're doing some kind of a project that is very important to me is make sure we have a debrief. What went well, what went right, and what are some things that honestly could have been better. And I'll let my team give feedback on things that went well, what we liked or what we didn't like, changes that we can implement for the future. And honestly, if we're going to do something again or not, it's just like, you know what, this isn't right for us, or this isn't right for the brand, or whatever, this is not happening again. Or communications, whatever the case is. And so just going through and debriefing about that. And then in my company, I instituted what I call wellness days. And when we get through doing something like a really hard push, like, so that was something that was a really hard push, which is like 20 videos or something like that. You got the Ecamm Simplified, and then we have an advanced section that we also created with that as well. You cannot do a course if you don't fully understand like where somebody's starting from, what they're having pain points with, what are you taking them through, what's the end result goal, and it's very, very important to understand the target audience. Who is this for? It is another beautiful and amazing day on April the 2nd, and I've only done my outline today for writing, do a, mind map. I'm finding that that's really good. Do that for about 10 minutes. Structure that, as you know, because I'm just letting the ideas come every 10 minutes. Well, not every 10 minutes, but for 10 minutes straight. Just like keep writing, keep thinking. And then finally, like, I'll get to a point and it kind of feels like a stall a little bit, and then something else unlocks, or memory or something comes to me. That's why I'd love to write with my hand. It's a psychological connection between the brain, your ideas, and your written hand, and like seeing your handwriting on paper. It's just this whole thing. Psychologically, it is a thing. And then I will write this out exactly as I need to. So I'm gonna keep talking while I order me some dinner. It's like 4:30. I only had cottage cheese and some fruit, which has become like a staple of something I love, need, want, desire to eat all the time. And then the amount of protein that I get works out really well for me. And then it deals with the hunger. It's something quick I can eat. So I'm gonna place this order for DoorDash so I can go on a 45-minute writing sprint and hopefully write some more chapters. One of the very interesting things is I did not think about the NaNoWriMo, which stands for National novel writing month or something. I don't know, which is like usually in like October or November at the end of every year. So organization for it, it's a whole big thing. And so I started this book last year, and it's taken, like, even for what I wrote, I'm thinking, like, if I count word count, I wrote 3,496 words towards the end of last year, and then I just stopped because I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I'm writing things, but I don't know how it's going to go together, and so now I have some education. But the really cool thing is that it is really making a significant difference for me in, like, how I'm thinking about a whole bunch of other things. It's been like a total unlock. Like, if somebody's doing video, you're always thinking, like, what happens after I upload, or what should I do for research and all this extra stuff, but you don't think about the right now goal of, I need to figure out how to outline this video so I can create this video, and, you know, with the editing process, all of the things that it takes to do before you hit upload. The after the upload process is its whole other thing. And so noticing with myself that this is the same thing. I was thinking, like, oh, how do I become like an Amazon bestseller? How do I go through and do this and blah blah blah? And I'm just like, you know what, I think that, like, I can do this. And so right now my focus is writing this book, because I believe this is the right season, this is the right time for me to do this. I feel like it's right. Like, right now it's the right time for me to be writing this book. Yeah, it's the right time. This is how many words I've written so far. That's a huge accomplishment for me. So as I'm navigating this journey of becoming a best-selling author, because I fully believe that that's going to happen, I'm rediscovering some of those same initial feelings that I used to have when I was first getting started in video, and I love that I'm rediscovering them. This is just like the right season for this.